Hi guys, in this episode of Trailer of Curiosity, I'm gonna be reacting to the first trailer for the new Walking Dead spin-off, Tales of the Walking Dead. A spin-off that I'm actually pretty excited about, or at least used to be pretty excited about, because I like the concept of an anthology series in the Walking Dead universe. It's something that I feel like has a lot of potential to become like the new flagship Walking Dead show, because with a concept like that, you're literally not constrained to anything. You can literally do anything. You can set an episode anywhere around the world, in any kind of setting, with any kind of concept. So it disappoints me that for this first season, they're really going very safe with it. Like, personally, when I hear a concept of like a Tales of, I imagine something that is very creative and very experimental in its locations and concepts. But it honestly feels like Fear the Walking Dead has been doing the Tales of the Walking Dead concept better. And yes, I can't really compare it to Tales because it still hasn't aired, but based on the content that we've already gotten about it in terms of teasers and synopsises and stuff, I don't know, it doesn't seem like it's gonna be that great. Like, the teaser that we got at this point a while ago didn't really make me feel better and more excited about it. So I'm hoping that this trailer is going to do that. And from what I've heard of, seen from people's opinions about it, it actually seems pretty cool. So I'm hoping that that's gonna be the case. Anyway, it's a Walking Dead show, so I will definitely watch it. But yeah, I don't know. Right now my head is really fucking buzzing with all these Walking Dead news, because I just finished reacting to the trailer for the final 8 episodes of the final season of The Walking Dead, and we got the teaser for The Evolving Walkers on the main show as well. We got the news that Rick and Michonne are coming back for a 6-episode series, which is fucking awesome to hear. And it is kind of funny that now Rick and Michonne, Maggie and Negan, and Daryl, and was supposed to be Carol, we're all going to be having shows at the same time. Like, all the main characters of The Walking Dead are basically going to be having shows, which is kind of funny. But Carol kind of dropped out, so it's just a Daryl show. But yeah, I don't know, it's just kind of funny. But yeah, I'm not going to talk about that here, because we're here for the Tales of the Walking Dead. So without further ado, let's get into the trailer, and afterwards we're going to go into it shot by shot. So without further ado, let's get into it in 3, 2, 1.
I'm not sure if I meant to kill him. I'm glad I did. We do what we think is right.
I don't know if it's just the ratio, but it looks very cinematic.
People thought I was nuts. No one believed this could happen. No one ever thinks bad things will happen.
It's the media. It's hype. The CDC is freaking next door. If anything was really wrong, they'd be all over it.
I am studying the Homo mortis. Everything from their behavior psychology to migration patterns.
Whoa, dude.
They don't do anything other than walk around and try to kill us. There, study done.
Dude, this looks so much higher budgeted, man.
Over others. You should make sure that your life is worth saving.
I'm still kicking and most everyone else isn't.
Happy story, Mr. Sunshine. You just hold up with your protein powder?
We're not gonna be friends.
I've been hearing whispers.
Ooh,
What
whispers.
terrible thing would frighten a little girl so much that she hides from her own mother?
Ooh, dude, this actually kind of looks hype. What the fuck?
We decide who we are! You can decide!
Dude, this actually kind of looks hype. Like, I'll give you that. It definitely doesn't feel like The Walking Dead. Like, it's so much higher budgeted. I wonder if AMC is kind of going for that kind of current trend in streaming shows, where it's higher budgeted and cinematic, and it's basically like movies. Like long movies, you know? Like a 10-hour movie kind of thing. And they're trying to compete with that as well. I don't know, but it just looks so much higher budgeted, man. I love it. It really makes me wonder what all the different spin-offs that are also coming, like the Darrow spin-off, the Maggie and Negan spin-off, and the Rick and Michonne spin-off. How good are they going to look compared to this? Because the main show at this point, it just looks so... like, in comparison to this, it's not... You can't even compare it. It genuinely feels like a TV show that is still going from another decade. And this is kind of what I think the final season should have looked like, man. Because this looks so fucking epic. It really, really does. And boy, I am gonna watch it one more time before we get into the shot-by-shot kind of thing. Because it was really fucking cool. So yeah, let's get into it again in 3, 2, 1.
I'm not sure if I meant to kill it. I'm glad I did.
Dude, this looks so fucking epic, and also Alpha is naked again.
Even if it hurts the ones we love.
That's supposed to be
I
Lydia.
was nuts. No one believed this could happen. No one ever thinks bad things will happen.
It's the media. It's hype. The CDC.
Sure seems like it.
If anything was really wrong, they'd be all over it.
I am studying the Homo mortis. Everything from
I love the
their
person when they're gonna be getting into
psychology
like
to
the Walker
migration
stuff again and studying them. That's cool.
They don't do anything other than walk around and try to kill us. There, study done.
I'm starting to think if you're gonna choose yourself over others, you should make sure that your life is worth
Dude, this doesn't look like The Walking Dead. What?
I'm still kicking and most everyone else isn't.
Happy story, Mr. Sunshine. You just hold up with your protein powder?
We're not gonna be friends.
It looks cool. Although I gotta say, I am recognizing a couple of locations in some of the shots.
Sort of terrible thing would
I'm gonna talk
frighten
about
a
once we
little
get to
girl
it
so
shot by
much
shot.
She hides from her own mother.
We decide who we are!
Also, I do want to say with this one episode with Alpha, it's really gonna be hell trying to watch through the Walking Dead universe in any kind of fucking logical order with this episode. Like, the question would be, do I watch that episode whenever I'm like, where, at what point would I watch it during my watch through? Do I watch it like after that one flashback episode that we got in season 10, maybe? Or do I watch it whenever I sit down and watch Tales? Like, it's really gonna screw me up in terms of watching the Walking Dead universe in any kind of like timeline order or whatever. Which might be the way I'm gonna try to watch through all of the Walking Dead universe at some point in the future. But yeah, this really seems really cool. Like, if there's one thing you should get out of my reaction to this, is that it doesn't look like The Walking Dead. It doesn't feel like The Walking Dead, man. And I'm actually here for it because it feels so much more cinematic. But yeah, let's get into it and get through some of the different shots. And I honestly feel like far more excited by this than I was by the trailer for the main show. And don't get me wrong, I'm excited to see the characters and their stories and everything, but this just seems refreshing. And I'm here for it. So yeah, we have a really cinematic shot of Alpha. That is really cool. And it's really going to be... I mean, I guess it's not going to be too annoying because she did die before we got to like the digital camera look on the main show. But I was going to say how it's going to be very weird watching Alpha in the 3 different ways that the Walking Dead universe looks, which is the film grain look that we got until the season 10C episodes of the main show, the digital look that we have in the season 10C episodes and season 11, and this cinematic look. It's gonna be so weird watching her character from all of these different ones. The way it looks so differently with the different ways of shooting, you know? This looks really cool. Like, this is a really cool shot. A cool shot of Terry Crews. A cool shot of whoever. Alpha is naked again, like I said. I guess these are the 6 main characters, maybe. Like, already my mind is running wild with what could be the concept for Season 2 of Tales. And I wonder whether they're gonna up the amount of episodes or not. Maybe they could up it until 10, but I doubt that they would go for 16, because it's gonna be hell trying to come up with 16 completely different characters and stories. And even when bringing back characters that have been in the Walking Dead universe before, you're gonna run out of characters far quicker than if you do just like 6 episodes. So I don't think they're really gonna up the amount of episodes. But who knows? Yeah, cool shot of A-Train. I think that's also one of the characters in the thing that is gonna be like one of the more mainish characters. But like, I love how cinematic this shit looks, man. So is that supposed to be Lydia? Also, I'm actually starting to wonder, are all the stories in this gonna be like interconnected? Kind of like a Black Summer style kind of thing? Because I wouldn't necessarily mind it, but I feel like it would be too much of a ripoff of Black Summer. And I don't think The Walking Dead should try to emulate Black Summer, you know? Because I still think The Walking Dead is better. But yeah, I just love the fucking look of this shit, man. It looks so good. I hope that's not a teaser of how she actually dies, because it just feels kind of lame to show it. It's gotta be some kind of a, I don't know, misdirect. That doesn't look like it's from The Walking Dead. I mean, maybe it's just me being so used to the walkers the way they look nowadays with all their faces being decomposed, but this looks fucking creepy. This looks out of like, I guess good comparison would be the recent Resident Evil movie. Like, this guy looks like straight out of it. This is one of the locations that I know. Like, I've seen it in The Walking Dead at least 2 or 3 times. This is the same location where Dwight crashes his bike, or he's pushing his bike and a walker falls off of the bridge back in Season 7, in that one episode that was focusing on him and Dario, I believe it was. This is the same location from the trailer for the 8th season of The Walking Dead, where Tara and Carol, I think, are sitting on the bridge and walking a herd past underneath. And I'm pretty sure that this is the exact same location where the horses in Season 10, Episode 15 die when Ezekiel, Yumiko, and Eugene are traveling to meet Stephanie. I'm pretty sure that's the exact location. I'm not sure whether this is actually being shot. I don't remember whether it was mentioned, but... Typical Walking Dead forest. Honestly, this shot just kind of looks weird with this walker. It just looks off. And it really made that teaser look much lower quality than it actually is. I'm excited to see this lady because I really liked her in 22 Jump Street, I think it was. She was really funny in that one. So I'm excited to see how funny she's going to be in this, because this is also supposed to be like kind of comedic, their episode, so I guess we'll see. Like, that's what I'm excited about, the experimentation that we're going to have in Tales of the Walking Dead, because it allows for far more variety, because you don't have to make sure that the tone makes sense from episode to episode, or you don't have to connect the story from episode to episode. You can just write one self-contained piece. And I also really hope that the episodes are 1 hour long. I really do. I don't remember whether it has been mentioned until this point how long they're going to be, but I really hope they are 1 hour long. Yeah, I don't know what's with that shot. I think that's just something on TV or whatever. That kind of felt a little weird. Dude, that looks really fucking good.
Everything from their behavior.
That looks really good. And also, I like the name Homo Mortis. That's really, really cool name. just, dude, the look of this is so good, and that looks so cool. Like, this doesn't feel like the fucking Walking Dead, and I'm here for it. Yeah, this is the exact same bridge from the Season 8 trailer. I can guarantee you. I think it's literally one of the first shots in that trailer, even. Yeah. Is this supposed to be Lydia again? I wonder how the timeline makes sense in regards to Lydia and Alpha being in this, because we saw the episode in which Alpha met Beta, right? And we saw how young Lydia was. So if this is Lydia, well, she's far older than what we saw before, so how does that make any sense? I hope it means we're also going to see Beta. Oh boy, I don't think we will, but one can dream. I'm excited for this guy fighting the walkers, and his episode looks like really fucking cool with, especially with the whole thing of like this like kind of like old-timey village going after him. It really gives off some what was the name? Paranormal Activity Next of Kin vibes. If you haven't seen that Paranormal Activity movie, which is the most recent Paranormal Activity, it's actually pretty interesting. Like, it's decently interesting. It's definitely more interesting than some of the other ones, but it's a completely different movie. Might as well not be called Paranormal Activity, but this definitely gives off that kind of cinematic vibe, because that movie is visually gorgeous, honestly. It's a really good looking movie. Dude, I fucking love how good this looks. And this, like, I love that they're kind of kicking him out. It really comes off as, like, Amish people against this black guy. Like, I don't know, this is so fucking cool and so unlike The Walking Dead. I'm so excited. This very much looked like fucking Terminus. I'm sure I'm not the only one who thought so. So that's another location that I was talking about that really felt reminiscent of something we've seen before. Man, you can do something like that. You can do an episode about Terminus. Man, Tales of the Walking Dead is so fucking cool. You can do an episode in space, like with that one guy that Strand in Fear the Walking Dead talked to, which is one of the coolest moments in the Walking Dead universe. You can do an episode like that, although that probably would be very fucking expensive to simulate, because it would have to be that actor for the whole time in zero gravity or whatever, so it could be really fucking cool though. I really hope that AMC doesn't hold back when it comes to Tales of the Walking Dead, because it has the potential to become the flagship show, and I think it should. Because if they want to continue the Walking Dead universe forever, what is the best thing they can do? An anthology series. Because what is one of the most longest running shows, debatably the longest running show ever, like? It's Doctor Who. And what it is, it's kind of like an anthology. Because every episode, it's a completely different monster and a completely different concept. And I think that's the smart thing to do for The Walking Dead as well. Because you can experiment so much, you can do a completely different concept in every episode, and you know what? If a character or an episode turned out to be so popular, nothing stops you from spinning those characters off into their own either mini-series or an extended series if you want. It's so smart, you know? But yeah, I don't know. I'm just really excited about it. Also, this shot here looks so fucking creepy. It reminds me of The Mummy, which is so cool. I love that. Dude, this looks so good. Although, the walkers, whenever they're in the light with this kind of camera, cinematic camera, they do look kind of weird. So there's that. I'm really fucking excited, man. It's gonna be so much fun. Oh man, I can't wait to see people's reactions and opinions to this, because to me this looks so unlike The Walking Dead and looks so fucking cool. Like, the closest thing I can compare this to is, remember those cinematic trailers or previews or whatever it was about Overkill's The Walking Dead? That's the closest thing that this reminds me of. And people love that shit. So hopefully people will love this as well. But yeah, I don't know. I'm really excited about it though. I've been kind of down in the dumps when it came to The Walking Dead for the last, I don't know, like 3 months, because we have gotten nothing. And I've even been very slow in releasing my reviews to the episodes of Fear. So yeah, I'm gonna still keep them coming, but they're just gonna be very slow. It's just that other reviews have kind of taken priority. But now with all of these news and trailers and everything, I'm hyped for The Walking Dead again. And wait, this comes August 14th. You mean like 3 weeks from now? I mean, I guess I remember hearing that that was going to be the case, but that's kind of still weird. I thought we would get The Walking Dead final episodes first. So we're going to be watching Tales from August 14th until October 2nd. I think that's how it works out, because it's August 14th, then August 21st, then August 28th. Well, I guess we're gonna have like a week between the two to take a little bit of a breather. But yeah, I'm excited about this. But what do you guys think about this trailer for Tales of the Walking Dead? Comment your thoughts down below and let's have a discussion about it. And also, before ending this video, I just want to give a huge shout out to my currently 3 patrons on Patreon: Deadpool, August Dice, and Little Uzi. Thank you guys for your support. I really appreciate it. It really means a lot to me that you have decided to support me. You have continued to support me for such a long time. Hope you continue to enjoy my content and continue to support me going forward. Thank you very much. And now, before we end this video, I just want to talk about something to you guys very quickly, which some of you may or may have not noticed before or know about me. That being the fact that I am trans. And yes, this may come as shocking to some of you, because I don't really flaunt it that much on my channel, or at least I feel like I don't. Outside of like my K-pop reactions, which is where I feel like the most comfortable being myself like this. And yeah, I am in fact trans. I'm not necessarily full-on male to female, but I heavily want to transition to being pretty female. I do consider myself more non-binary though, or maybe gender fluid would be the best descriptor as well, because I do have occasional moments where I feel fine being like just a normal guy, but most of the time, like right now, I do feel very dysphoric. And that's why I'm asking you guys for any help that you can give me, because my situation right now, I don't really see any way outside of you guys' help. Because, and this is gonna be kept short and concise, I live with my parents. They're never going to accept me as a trans person. They just never will. And as a matter of fact, back when I started the YouTube channel, I was actually kind of slightly starting my transition back then, with like starting to grow out my hair. I even got to DIY HRT, but because my parents started noticing certain things, like my behavior had changed a lot and my clothes had changed a lot, I kind of had to stop doing that, because they were constantly nagging me about cutting my hair and just started to kind of be threatening in a certain way, and felt like they were ashamed of me and everything. And that just kind of stress just tired me out to the point where I just gave up. But as dysphoria goes, it just doesn't go away, you know. I still feel like this, and in fact it's somewhat been intensifying again recently, so I just wanted to share this with you guys. And again, I would really appreciate any amount of support you can give me in regards to this, because I just don't see any way out of this. Because even if I moved out of my parents' house and got myself a job and everything, that's just not gonna work for long term planning, because once I transition, it's like I probably will not be able to get myself a job because my country is very transphobic. Nobody gives a shit about LGBT people at all. So there's not even much I can do even in terms of transitioning here. So yeah, I don't know. I just would appreciate any amount of support you can give me, be it monetarily or in any way otherwise. And this is not about boosting my channel or anything, or guilt tripping you with my sob story. I just wanted to get this off my chest and make my subscribers aware of the situation that I am in, and that I would appreciate anything that you guys can help me out with. It would mean literally everything. Like, for example, a friend that I made after starting this YouTube channel, my good friend Yuri, has been helping me out a lot. And I genuinely might have not been here if it wasn't for him showing up and befriending me. So yeah, this just went a little bit longer than I intended, but I would just really appreciate anything you can support me with. That's kind of ultimately what I'm trying to say. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like, subscribe. Also, check out the links in the description to my Twitter if you want to follow me over there, and to my Wattpad where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you don't enjoy my stories or simply enjoy my videos, so you can head over to my Patreon or to my Ko-fi account where you can pledge your support and help get the channel going, help support me so I can keep writing stories you enjoy. But if you don't want to do it, that's completely fine. You can still help me out in other ways, like liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and especially sharing this video with somebody who you think might enjoy. And I think it's pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!